Welcome to the church office. My name's Gavin Smith and I'm the church administrator here at Christ Church in Newport. I love my job, and this week somebody asked me, what does a church administrator do behind the scenes? So in answering that question, hopefully this video diary will outline some of the main tasks and some of the surprises that happen in every church administrator's weekly duties. Well, good morning. It's Monday morning and it's the first day of the week. We've done church, we've had Sunday morning, and everything went smoothly. We had a family service this week, and that involved all sorts of carnage and chaos as we get as many families as we can in social distance. I've come in this morning, 8 o'clock, and I'm just spending a little bit of time thinking and reflecting about Sunday. Things that could be done differently, things that could be improved, and that's one of the first things that I do on a Monday. Is just spend a little bit of time praying, thanking God for the weekend, thanking God for all the different things that came together, any specifics that I'm aware of, and then to start to focus this week again. What do we need this week? What's going on? How do I need to inform our staff? How do I need to encourage our staff? What's on the list for this week is really what I'm doing this morning. So I will catch you later in the video diary. Bye. So my next job this morning is to update the diary boards behind me. How I run it is we normally have 3 months activities on the boards. Anything that's not on the board doesn't happen. And that's one of the rules with the maintenance team and the admin team, is that these events need to be added, and then from these boards everyone knows exactly what is happening in the building, what room, what day, what activities are happening. So really important stuff. These boards get updated and that they're totally accurate and have everything we need. Okay, so my next job is to have a quick meeting with the maintenance team. They've been working on a project to create sort of an outdoor space, and they're cutting grasses, cutting hedges, getting everything ready for this new season. So you'll probably hear some noise behind me, but that is what is happening today. These guys are on it. Okay, so just finished a sort of 45-minute phone call with one of the pastoral team. We were chatting about policy, the government guidelines going forward about what we can and can't do. So we start to think and plan about teens and children's ministry, introducing some of the community projects back. So we're just trying to get ahead of the game and think, right, what does that look like? And what activities can we put in place for things like teens and children's ministry? I know things are opening up outside, so there's a focus on that and what we can do. So yeah, it's been a good, helpful conversation as we can begin to start making some plans. Okay, as church administrators, we've always got a project on the go. And so my project over the last year has been to organise the lift install in the building, which I'm grateful for, which has gone well. We've got the last few bits to finish off with the building regs to sign off. So that is the next job, just to finish off that bit. Okay, so next job on the list is to order some benches. A lady in our church passed away, probably over 9 months ago, and one of the things that she stipulated in her will was she wanted to have a couple of benches put out in kind of communal space in the front of the church, with a plaque on it saying Amazing Grace. Didn't want a name listed, but wanted us to get some really quality benches. And I had a lovely relationship with this lady, so really looking forward to doing this next task. Well, good morning, it's Tuesday and I'm in the church office. I am sorting out some of the office emails that have come in. We set a teens project a couple of weeks ago to get the teens involved in filming themselves doing some challenges over lockdown. And we've had a bit of fun creating them. So I'm looking at them this morning and seeing whether we've got enough to put together like a short film or something, just as a bit of fun with the teens. So that is what I'm up to this morning. All right, it's 10 o'clock. I am just about to go and meet with the maintenance team. We did some training last week, brought the whole team back together and did some social distance training, just kind of getting back to church and what does that look like over the next 6 months. So the maintenance team have got a follow-up training session this morning with me, and we're going to be talking about putting together a staff charter for the maintenance team. So, you know, what do they do? What are they about? What behaviours are we expecting to experience and encounter from them? Looking at how they can put together a short-term plan for the next 6 months. You know, what are the priorities? What's the terrain looking like? If conferences not going to happen in the same way, if vaccines are taking place at the church, then that impacts their work. So we're just looking, right, what does that mean for them, and how can we make the most of their time? So that is where I am going now. Okay, so just come back from lunch and a walk with another church leader. He was grilling me about church administration and church management and how he could install some of those principles into his church and structures. So it was a good lunch, fascinating lunch, and good opportunity to kind of share practice and also to hear about his church and what they do behind the scenes. It's always interesting. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday morning. I'm just catching up with Linda. Hey, Linda.
Hey.
We are talking CAP, and we have got a funding bid going in for a Changing Spaces disability suite. And what else are we talking about, Linda?
We were talking about going to 2 meetings on a Sunday.
2 meetings, getting ready for that, rotas.
DBS checks, rotas, yeah.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff is what we're working on this morning. So happy days, and we'll speak to you later. All right, so I've finished with Linda. I'm in the hall, and I'm just waiting for the NHS team to turn up that I'm meeting this morning. We have some vaccinations going on at the church tomorrow. Over 1,200 people are going to come tomorrow and get their vaccine here. So we have the final meeting, final setup, and go through all the risk assessment, health and safety, make sure everything's in place for when they come on site. So that is what we're doing in the next hour or so. Okay, you can see the room is being transformed. They're ready to roll for the vaccines tomorrow. We've done all the health and safety, all the risk assessments, everything's in place, and we're ready to go to welcome people to the church for their vaccine tomorrow. So happy days. We'll be here from 7:30 tomorrow, so an earlier start tomorrow. All right, it's Thursday, and it's a great day because it's finance day, it's budgeting day, it's writing reports for all this stuff, which I love. I love all the kind of creativity of finance and dealing with all those things. So paying bills, updating spreadsheets, and then just thinking creatively about the next 6 months, right? What do we need as we come back? What are the budgets? This year everything's changed, and so I love all the thought that goes into that, and so that's what I'm working on today. Okay, it's Thursday afternoon, and I have got an hour and a half to get through some books. Really looking forward to this. I like to try and give an hour or 2 hours a week just an opportunity to read, and so I've got a business book on the go, The 4 Disciplines of Execution, and then a spiritual book, A Gospel Driven Church, which is excellent. So yeah, just working my way through these. Okay, super excited. It's Thursday evening and just really excited about recording a podcast tonight with some guests for the church office. So yeah, super excited. Gaz and Lois will be around. Really looking forward to talking to them about church administration and just how we can bring excellence to the role. So yeah, really excited about that. We've got the NHS coming in today to do some vaccine training. And so the hall's been set up in a boardroom style, is what they wanted, with 20 people, social distance, which is practically taken up most of the hall. So we've done a setup, and I'm now jumping in, as we do, multitasking and sorting out the PA for this morning. It's a small event, so just need someone to switch it on and hopefully get all the right buttons in the right place. Okay, so it's been reported to us of a possible incident on the site. A group of young people came onto the site in the evening after 5 o'clock, so we've gone through the CCTV and can see the fact that they've tried to break into the shed and caused a little bit of vandalism, unfortunately. So yeah, just following up on that with local schools and local police liaison. Some of the young people look about 11, 12 years old, so so that's the job for the next hour or so, just to tidy that up. Well, it's Friday afternoon. I'm in the hall just doing the final checks, final preparations for Sunday. Sunday is the best day of the week, isn't it? We just love gathering together as a church. This is what the whole week has been all about and prepping for. So we're excited about that. So the booking system's in place. We're full. We've got a chair and a seat ready and laid out for everyone in here. So we just need to sort out the notices. All the final bits of detail just need to be done this afternoon, so we're ready for Sunday. All right, see you later. Well, good morning. It's 8:30 a.m. I'm at church nice and early.
Love to get here early just to make sure the building is ready and open, that all the lights, everything is in place to welcome people, the serving teams have got everything that they need. All those details are in place. With the booking system in a minute, making sure that any cancellations or anyone who's been on the waiting list who's got a seat for this morning, we want to make sure that all of that happens. So that's behind the scenes. That's the job of the church administrator. I hope you've enjoyed it this week.